Hi guys, Pipong from Xmon. I'm going to talk a little bit about snowboard, boots and how to choose the correct size, and how to choose the correct lacing system. Basically, choosing your snowboard boot is all about comfort, especially if you're a new rider. It comes down to having a boot that's comfortable, especially because you're probably going to be spending some time just focusing on learning how to ride the board, and your boot shouldn't be any discomfort or in the way of having some fun. If you can stand up straight, have your feet brushing the end of the boot, then you're pretty much set to go. Often what I hear when people are trying our snowboard boots is that this is too small. Most of the time this is also because people didn't tighten the boot yet. They put their feet in, feel the end of the boot, and they say it's too small. Make sure to tighten your boot all the way up when trying it for the first time. Make sure to if you already have them at home, and you either ordered them online or you bought them in the local shop. Bring them home. Wear them inside for half an hour. Feel that there's no pressure points, no discomfort. And again, make sure that when you stand up straight, your feet are touching the end of the boot. When you then bend into snowboard position, then your feet should just let go of the end of the boot. Then you're pretty much set and everything should be fine. Snowboard boots are designed so that your foot will firmly press into the compliant materials of the boot liner everywhere. This means that your foot will be and should be significantly larger than the boot's insert. That full foot's around that firm pressure is the qualifying feature of a good fit. We call it the everywhere fit. Furthermore, this is the way that snowboard boots are designed to fit. This allows for the most immediate response and transfer of rider motion to board reaction. A boot size that shoe size will always rob you of this immediacy counterintuitively. This correct fit will also be the most comfortable fit, the best designed. Most expensive snowboard boot in the world will not work well at your shoe size. In fact, you will miss the majority of what you're paying for a much less expensive and basic boot in your correct size will offer far better performance. Furthermore, once a rider is downsized to his correct snowboard boot size, they will very often no longer require as stiff a boot or rely as heavily on over-tightening. In many instances, those solutions are found to have been a mostly futile attempt to correct for unwanted motion inside a poor life-fit boot. Now enter the myth of the performance fit versus the comfort fit, so commonly repeated and so damaging. This is often used for the reluctant rider as a sail saver. A. First prepare an A4 sheet of paper, a ruler, and a pen. B. The second step is to place the A4 paper against the wall. C. The third step is to place your heels against the wall. Step on an A4 paper and mark your toes with a prepared pen. Measure your left and right feet respectively. D. The fourth step is to measure the length recorded on the A4 paper with a ruler, and you can obtain the correct foot length. If the left foot and the right foot are different, take the larger value. E. Finally, the measured size is the Mondo size, and you can choose the size you need according to the suggestions in the size chart. The worst thing you can do is choosing a boot that's going to be too big, because the liner inside the boot is going to work with your feet. It's going to expand and it's going to just change a bit over time. So if the boot is too big, it's going to be, first of all, it's going to be a blister magnet. If your foot is moving around in there, there's just risk of having blisters all over, making it a bad day. It's going to lower your control of the board. It is simply going to give you less of a possibility to have perfect control. So don't be afraid to take it a bit tight. Looking at the lacing system, there are different ones to choose from. If we start all the way to the old school, a solid system working perfectly. Especially for beginners, there's focus here on comfort. And there's focus on, well, it's supposed to be as easy as possible as soon as you ray over the first step of entry level, then I would recommend that you go to something a little more stiff. If you look at the boot here, they're quite, this is still medium flex. I would recommend that you measure your feet and choose Mondo points as the way to go. Mondo point is the best universal system in my perspective. There is for finding the correct size, as both EU and US sizes can vary from brand to brand. Mondo points often is the most consistent. Measure your feet, find the corresponding size in the size chart, and don't be afraid to go a bit close. As I said, it's nice that the boot has a fit where the feet just touches the end, instead of it being too big. So guys, I hope this made you a little bit wiser about what to do and what to look for when choosing your next snowboard boots. Thank you for watching. I'm Pippin from Xmon, and I'll see you on the slopes.